Well, guess what? Now the answer is yes, as of today. So I had a breakthrough the other night. I was thinking about how I could help y'all better, help y'all more, help y'all faster, help y'all cheaper. And I came up with a budget model. I spent all day today building it. And then I made 4 versions of it. So if you know any one of 4 numbers, either the rent, the revenue, the anticipated profit, or the capital that you're going to be able to raise for your future restaurant project, you can determine your year 1 operating budget in less than 10 seconds. Again, use any one of those 4 vectors, any one of those 4 numbers. The link is in the show notes. It's to a shared Google Sheet. You can click on it. It's absolutely free. You can break it as much as you want. You can revert to the original version. There's no strings attached. Experience is a cruel teacher. She gives you the test first and the lessons later. I created the restaurant incubator and the industry standard so that when you are tested by the restaurant industry, you'll have had the lessons and you'll know the answers. I couldn't be more excited about today's innovation, and that's why I had to put up a Friday podcast, my 3rd this week. This is for you to take, this is for you to use, this is for you to play around with, and this is to help you on your career path, help you towards entrepreneurship, see if your numbers are going to pencil out for you. As always, if you want to build a full set of plans for your restaurant, I built the restaurant launchpad for you. That's available in the show notes. If you want me to do those numbers and those sheets and those budgets and that pro forma and that business plan for you after a conversation with you and a good idea of your numbers, the Restaurant Accelerator is also available. Stay humble, stay hungry. Can you build a restaurant budget in 10 seconds or less? As of today, the answer is yes. So here's the breakthrough that I came up with today. I want you to count to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. 6-second budget for your restaurant. All you need to know is one number. You need to know the rent. But that's not all. There are 4 tabs on here. If you know the revenue, if you know how much money you want to make, if you know how much capital you're going to raise, you can create a budget from any one of those numbers. Let's say you know the rent number. Let's say your rent is going to be $12,000 a month at your new restaurant space. That's $144,000 a year. Let's type in 144,000. Voila. You're going to make 2.2 million in top line revenue. This needs to be your cost of goods sold, salaries and wages, other expenses, your rent, your expected profit at a 10% margin. And look down here, this is the amount that you need to raise if you're going to pay back your investors within the first 3 years. If you want to pay them back within 5 years, you can afford to spend this much on the build out. You can go play with these numbers. If you want to go deep, and don't worry about breaking stuff, you can just go back to the original version and download it again. This is free. There's no charge for this. You can do it as many times as you want. You break it as many times as you want. I put in rent at 6.5%. So let's say that you are signing a lease and the landlord is demanding 8% rent. Boom. Instead of a 0.065 factor, you're going to change this number to 0.08. And that changes everything else. Okay. So that has changed these numbers. And so you're going to make a little less in profit, but play with this as many ways as you want to. Okay, so for the revenue-based model, okay, let's say you are taking over a business and it is making 1.3 million a year. 1,300,000. Whoops, that was 13 million. Take away a 0. Okay, so your cost of goods sold should be 383,500. Wages, other expenses, rent. At a 10% margin, you expect to take home $130,000. So you are buying this business. You want to know how much it should cost you. Well, here's how much, $390,000, this cell right here, that's how much, that's the most that you want to spend if you want to pay back your investors or your lender or whatever without interest, and that's noted right here, within 3 years. If it's a 5-year term for paying them back, you can afford to spend $650,000 on this business based on that expected profit and its cash flow. If it's profit-based, let's say you are a sole proprietor, you're going to open up a taco truck, and you need to make no less than $90,000 a year take-home pay. Let's go to the profit line. On each tab, The only number you're going to change is the one that's highlighted. Profit-based, you need to go home with $90,000. 90,000, that spits out. You need to make $900,000 a year in top line revenue. You can afford to spend 261 on cost of goods sold, 279 on salaries and wages. Boom, there you go. So that means that you need to bring in, if you want a 10% profit margin, that means you need to bring in $900,000 in top line revenue that year. You can afford to spend $270,000 on the cost of the taco truck and the build out and the branding and all that other stuff before you open, if you want to pay back your lender or investor or whomever within 3 years. Lastly, let's go to the capital waste one. So this one, the number you're going to put in is the amount of money that you have to spend on a restaurant. And then all the other calculations will be done for you for your year one operating budget. Let's say you have $500,000 to invest in a restaurant project. $500,000 in line 17. So that spits out 101 point, basically 1 2/3 million dollars. 1,666,666 gives you all the costs that you can expect, your expected profit based on the amount of money that you invested to begin with. This is a big breakthrough. This is completely free. Of course, I've got the restaurant launchpad when you're ready to do the complete restaurant setup. I've got the restaurant accelerator if you want me to do it for you after meeting with you and getting to know you and your project and a couple of base numbers. But this is totally free. This is the 10-second restaurant budget builder. I should call it a 5-second one because that's what it really is, but I'm going with 10-second. All you got to do is click the link in the bio. Again, it's 100% free. It's a Google Sheet. You can break it as many times as you want. It will always revert to the original version. You can copy it, whatever. This is there for you, completely free. Enjoy it, play around with those numbers, and get to know how they change. It's really interesting whether you're starting with a rent-based model, revenue-based model, profit-based model, or capital-based model. Stay humble, stay hungry, know your numbers. This is for the entrepreneurs out there. Thanks, y'all.